Everybody. No, the stream just started, so haven't banned anybody in chat yet. Rights are a piece of paper. No. They are explicit, pro-social agreements made in society that are enforced through force. Why is there always some new retard in chat saying, like, completely nonsensical horseshit? Jim Bro preaching veganism while forgetting the most important: exploitation without suffering is still wrong. Okay, I don't know what the hell that has to do with my position. That's plant-based welfareism. Okay, well, I'm not pro-exploitation, so... Don't know what any of that shit has to do with me. Ugh. The internet is genuinely filled with the most mentally ill fucks I've ever seen. Like, crazy, crazy fucking people. So shoulder's still recovering, so we're just starting with some lighter isolation stuff first before we get into the pressing. Instagram's filled with crazy fucking retards. So is Reddit. Instagram and Reddit are pretty bad.
How big is your apartment/house?
I don't know what the square footage is. It's a house. It's pretty big. Like, there's a pretty big basement, and the upstairs is pretty big too. The upstairs is bigger than the old apartment I had in Guelph. So I'm pretty happy with the size, and it has a good garage too.
What is your current weight? How is Pat? I understand there is a channel called Bondi Beach Bird Whisperer.
I don't know about that YouTube channel, but right now I weigh 220. I'm on a diet, but I've been gaining muscle at about the same rate as I've been losing fat, so my weight stayed right at 220 for the last while. And Pat's doing really good, and we're both doing really good together. Thanks for that donation, James, and Oiler. Alrighty. I'm also really digging the Melanotan. Melanotan's based. I like it. Why aren't you following Coach Blaha's program? Well, that's being generous, saying that he can write a program, for one thing. But there's a reason why Blaha looks the way he does, and I look the way I do. Let's put it that way. I'm taking MT2. Oh. No, I was never on MySpace. I actually ended up using Facebook even pretty late. Crap. Drop my phone. How much does genetics influence physique? Can you still get big natty with small frame? Genetics are massively important. Like, it's going to determine how big you can get and at what rate. Like, I mean, you can look at somebody like Alex Leonidas. You know, Alpha Destiny. Like, he's a pretty short guy. Well, a smaller frame, but he's pretty jacked. So you can still get big. How would you rate Ice Cream Fitness V2 versus Natural Hypertrophy's workouts? I don't know about Ice Cream Fitness V2. I'm familiar with the Ice Cream Fitness program. It's kind of like a hyper simplified starting strength kind of program. Honestly, I'd rate it better than what I've seen from natural hypertrophy, which is kind of hilarious. Like, him and Blaha are very similar. Like, they're both fucking narcissistic retards. But, like, NH just doesn't understand very simple programming basics, and he thinks you can get big and jacked basically doing absolutely no training volume. So just on the basis of doing the same or similar exercises more often with more volume throughout the week, the Ice Cream Fitness program's better. Ugh. Thanks for your input. Really appreciate it. It's been a minefield, but can't wait to go on tea. Yeah, just start with 20 milligrams a day. If you find you're really hyper aromatizing, so like if you have crazy fucking nipple sensitivity and you notice your glands are swelling up, just make sure you have some Arimidex on hand. And you probably just want to take a quarter of an Arimidex, probably a week. That's really all you need. It's very potent. And yeah, if you are experiencing that, just reduce the dose temporarily. Over time, your body will aromatize less, especially if you lose weight. No, I've never tried any SARMs. I think SARMs are stupid. Any advice for a guy wanting to go from skinny fat to muscular diet training? Well, yeah, start working out. For people just getting into lifting, I'd recommend starting strength. There's no point just going to the gym and just doing a bunch of random exercises. Just following a pre-made program is going to be a lot better than doing whatever you think is good to do, because you have no idea how to lift. And if you have trouble losing weight, GLP-1 agonists are like, it's kind of retarded that people even ask me about how to lose weight at this point. Like, you take a drug. So I would recommend either tirzepatide or retatrutide. You just lose weight taking those drugs. It's pretty brainless. And again, if you want to build muscle at the same time, just make sure you don't take such a high dose of those drugs that you have no appetite. And just stick to clean eating, eat lots of protein, avoid junk food as much as possible, ideally zero, and fill up the rest of your diet with fruits and vegetables. Daily protein intake, right now it's 200 grams per day. And yeah, I mainly get it from soy. What do you think of bro splits? It's stupid. You should be training each body part at least twice a week. Ugh. Ugh. Yes, I take rest days. Train 3 days on, 1 day off. Ugh. I haven't trained abs in a while because I get crazy retarded cramps every time I train abs. I'm gonna try increasing my sodium intake and see if that helps. But I haven't trained them in a while. How many days in between for the same body part? Well, at least 48 hours. Yes, I bench. My right shoulder's fucked up right now. That's why we're starting with just some isolation first. What do you think about Conor Murphy? Don't give a fuck. I'm kind of done answering questions about Conor Murphy. He's dead, so who gives a shit? All right, last set. Ugh. Yeah, I still play games on stream. Yeah, I heard Clavicular made like 500K in 1 month. That's pretty crazy. Show the midsection. Got a six-pack. Yeah, Clav's been doing steroids for a while and he's weak as shit. That's what happens when you don't train. And you eat like a retard and do meth. Thanks for the donation, Ivory. Appreciate it. Yeah, John, not sure if you're aware, but men have hair. So, yeah. Oh. Yeah, I've noticed it's only like fucking random faceless dudes who get no pussy who are saying, "Your head is big from steroids. You look like you're aged 15 years in 1 year." Like, I don't really give a shit, dude. Don't hear any complaints from women, so I don't fucking care. Oh. Oh. Yeah, dude, maybe you should just look at your own life and see how it's going. Because, like, randomly going into somebody's live stream, complaining about their skull shape, like, again, it's like 4 in the afternoon. Like, do you have a job? Do you have, like, a fucking girlfriend? Like, it seems like you don't. Yeah, my shoulder's still a little tight. How do you stay lean while adding mass? It's called steroids. Yeah, people are complaining about the Nolan movie. Apparently, it's actually good. I do want to see it. It's 3 hours. I don't know if I want to sit in a movie theater for 3 hours. I might wait for it to come out on streaming. Don't have the best attention span, honestly. Yes, I'm glad I jumped on steroids. Don't regret anything. Yeah, I want to see it in IMAX too. I don't think there's any IMAX theaters near me.
Happy 1 year anniversary, by the way.
Oh, well, thank you. Oh, yeah, it's the 1 year anniversary since I've been on steroids. Thanks for the donation, Ivory. Ugh. Yeah, they don't sell Trenbolone at the pharmacy, dude, so obviously not getting it from a fucking doctor. I don't get steroids from Craigslist. Any preference for esters, carry oils, specifically test? I've used test stipionate and test enanthate. I prefer enanthate.
My test levels came out to 19 mol/L. I'm a 24-year-old man. Is that okay?
I don't know what that is in milligrams per deciliter, so I'm not sure. The higher the better, but I don't know what that is in nanograms per deciliter. I don't usually use millimoles per liter. You really want to be at the very top of the reference range at least. Usually men feel the best and are the healthiest when they're super physiological, so about double the top of the reference range. Thanks for the donation though, Will. I have a tattoo. I might get another tattoo, but I already have a tattoo. Yeah, I've tested my gear. How expensive are steroids? Dirt cheap. Practically free. Yeah, so for test, I prefer enanthate over cypionate. I just found that I think I get less estrogenic sides from it because you get more peaks and troughs. So I have less nipple sensitivity and I can take more before I have to use an AI just for the nipple sensitivity. I also noticed my sex drive is a bit higher on enanthate. And the only carrier oil I've used so far is MCT oil. He-Man streaming on Prime now? Okay, I'll definitely check that out.
548 nanograms/day L.
Oh. Yeah, that number's fine. Like, good enough. That's where I was before I went on steroids. When I first hopped on, I took 210 milligrams of Test-Sip per week with daily injections, so 30 milligrams per day. That brought my test from 550 to 2,220. And I gained about 20 pounds of muscle in 2 months on that. And I just felt way fucking better. There's no way I'd ever go back to being natural. Like, yeah, I just felt fucking perfect with my test being over 2,000. Thanks for the donation, though, Will. In your opinion, if you can't get an enthate, you can use Test-Sip as an alternate and vice versa? Yeah. They're very similar ester lengths. They're interchangeable. Test-Sip is actually in short supply right now. That's why especially right now I'm recommending an enthate. It's just easier to get. Will you lose fertility? In all likelihood, yeah. I have a vasectomy, so I don't give a shit. If anything, that's a good thing. Nope, no paranoia, anxiety, nothing. Trends actually made me feel better. I've had more stable mood, happier, less anger and aggression on Tren. And I sleep better too. No, you're not banned. Yeah, I'm also on Boldnone. People usually report anxiety on Boldnone. It does the opposite. It gives me this really nice feeling of wellness and calmness. I fucking hate needles. Are there really no oral forms of testosterone? The only oral form of testosterone is oral test, I think undecanate or undecanoate, and you have to take it like 6 times a day. So it's fucking stupid. There's also testosterone creams, which I don't recommend because they have pretty poor absorption, and you're not really going to get your test that high on it. Yeah, just stop being a pussy and just use a needle. What are all the exercises you'll be doing for the push workout? Well, you'll see. Gonna do a bunch of flies, some pressing, and then a bunch of lateral raise variations, and then some tricep stuff. My blood work's all fine. Never had any issues so far. Yeah, I know Leroy Colbert. He's kind of a fucking idiot. I might press off of pins, just because of the shoulder. I don't know if I can handle the full range of motion. Yeah, I'm planning on competing. I assumed lifting with a bad shoulder would make it worse and you had to wait for full recovery. As long as you're not doing anything to aggravate it, it's fine. So if I just feel something that hurts too much, I just don't do it. Or use a lighter weight. Do you have photos from either comp from years ago? No, I don't. Yeah, I don't. Just trying to find a good position for my shoulder. That feels pretty okay. Oh. Doesn't your shoulder get more painful from flies than incline press? No. Incline pressing is a little more aggravating. For some reason, incline flies feel pretty fine, but incline pressing is a bit more difficult. I don't know exactly what my shoulder problem is. It just got injured. It's clicking and a lot and shit. I think it's just an impingement. Oh, feels pretty good. Not too bad. What's the mechanism that causes sterility when using steroids? It just like shuts down your the HPTA axis. It basically just signals your testicles to stop functioning properly. I'll do a I'll do a very small jump, just 10 pounds, just to be safe. Oh, wait, crap. No, you obviously need steroids to look like this. No, I'm not a girl, so I'm not gonna shave my chest hair. Retard. Men have body hair, dude. I don't know. I don't know why people are obsessed with my chest hair. It's fucking weird. Yeah, the elbow wraps are for injury prevention. I kept getting elbow inflammation.
What's with all these people in the comments trying to feminize men VG?
I don't know, dude. It's fucking weird. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. Yeah, I have to shave my body hair if I'm competing. Am I competing right now? Am I about to set foot on stage? No, so I don't know why the fuck you're complaining about my chest hair. Go do some faggot shit somewhere else, dude. If you want to see it, fucking dudes without chest hair, then jerk off to some bodybuilding stage photos or whatever. I don't care. No, I don't time my breaks. I just go when I'm ready. Ugh. If you don't have any time constraints, you might as well just rest as long as you need. No, never used digital weights. Never seen the anime Darwin Experiment, no. I inject intramuscularly. I don't want big fucking huge lumps under my skin. The lumps should dissipate over time, but if you inject steroids sub-Q, you can just have a bunch of scar tissue form and you just have permanent lumps and chewed up skin. How many meals a day do you eat? Pretty much just 2 right now. How long does the needle have to be? For intramuscular, about 1 inch. That's ideal anyway. You can use insulin syringes, but you're not going to get a deep IM. Don't think I'm going to hire a coach once I start competing. Yes, I've been infertile since I was about 23 years old, since I got a vasectomy. Fucking idiot. Why did you get a vasectomy? What the fuck do you think a vasectomy does, you idiot? It's like asking somebody why they brush their fucking teeth. Oh. People have been saying I've been balding for the last, like, fucking over a decade, dude, since I started my channel. I literally don't give a fuck what you think about my hair. It's funny, I've had the same fucking hairline for the last 10 years. So... Don't you feel empty without having kids? Well, no, because I don't fucking want them, you fucking idiot. Do you feel empty without having a fucking Ninja H2R? If you don't want it, then why the fuck would it bother you? Yes, I have a fucking girlfriend, idiot. I don't think Isaac's interested in doing a workout collab. Why did you start taking steroids to get jacked? That's what they fucking do. He wasn't asking why I don't want kids. You fucking idiot. Oh, more people who can't understand plain fucking English.
Jeez, why are people so obsessed with people they don't even know having kids?
I don't know. Nobody can mind their own fucking business, I guess. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. Oh. I don't give a shit if you think I'm bald, dude. Like, I don't fucking care. I shave my head anyway. That's nice. Oh, my hairline's receding. Oh, God. What am I gonna do? Bro aged 15 years after the steroids. So I'm 35. You're telling me I look like 50? Right. So I'm supposed to take you fucking seriously. Uh-huh. Look pretty fucking good for a 50-year-old man. Ugh. I'm gonna try doing decline. This aggravated my shoulder too much the last time, but we'll see. Might try shoulder pressing after this too. But again, we'll see. No, I don't have a dog. I have a cat. Eh. Oh. Okay, I think with a very wide grip, with elbows flared out, this is okay. Yeah. Do you think testosterone has a bad reputation because certain countries, Russia, China, wants Western men to be weak? Maybe that's a thing. Maybe. Really, the US pushed this whole anti-doping, anti-steroid thing because they wanted to basically have control over the Olympics. That's really it. They got especially pissed after a Canadian athlete beat an American in sprinting. That whole Ben Johnson, Carl Lewis thing. No, cannabis does not help you recover after a workout. If anything, I'd probably say it probably net negative. The only time I ever take any cannabis product is if I have like really severe sleep issues, and then I'll use an edible. But I do that very rarely, and I'll only do it for like one night. I just have to slowly build the weight up because I don't want to fuck up my shoulder again. What rollerblades do you recommend that are not super expensive? I don't know what you consider super expensive. Kind of depends on foot shape. If you have a narrow foot, the Power Slide neck skates are good. If you have a wider foot, the FR skates are good. They have like the FR1, 2, 3, and the X. You can look at that kind of lineup. They're different prices, so you can look at those. I think there's a good chance in the future they're just going to legalize steroids. The U.S. is probably going to take it off the Schedule 3 list soon, at the very least. I don't know how the fuck it went on the Schedule 3 list. It's just absolutely insane. Like they're treating it like it's some kind of narcotic. Like, it's just so dumb. You can buy cigarettes and alcohol, which absolutely fucking destroys your health. But then if you want to be big and strong, somehow that's like a huge taboo. And they'll lock you in jail or some shit for just wanting to get jacked. Like, it's fucking gay. So basically anything that makes you fat, sick, and stupid, yeah, go right ahead. But anything that makes you big and strong, oh, jail for you. If I had to guess my body fat percentage, I think I'm around like 9%. Ah.
Why does society hate masculinity so much, VG?
I guess because people wouldn't be able to get away with their stupid fucking horse shit if there were too many masculine men around. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. How many sets per muscle per week? I think I'm usually around 20, somewhere like as high as 30. Alcohol directly damages your testicles and it causes endocrine disruption. So, yeah, it will lower your test levels. Yeah, I'm planning on competing in bodybuilding next year. I'm pretty sure you can't get prescribed Masteron in the Philippines. It sounds like he's getting it through an underground lab. I don't know of any pharmaceutical producer of Masteron. Fertility has absolutely nothing to do with longevity. Whether you produce sperm or not, it's not going to help you live any longer. And there's no evidence that long term sustained use of testosterone permanently shuts down fertility. What am I running now? I'm on 525 test, 105 milligrams Boldenone, 210 milligrams Masteron, and 140 milligrams Tren a week, plus 5 IUs of growth hormone on training days. I'm focusing on hypertrophy right now. Do you have a favorite exercise? I guess probably bench. I also really like seal rows. No, I don't worry about gyno because I'm not a retard. You can see it growing, and then if you do, you just take out the compounds that are causing the gyno. Yes, collagen. Sorry, Boldenone gives you collagen benefits. It's a big part of the reason I'm on it. Yeah, I still rollerblade. Do it at least like probably 3 times a week. As long as the weather's good, then I'll rollerblade in the morning when I get up. It's been raining the last few days, so haven't. Well, actually, I think 2 days ago I went rollerblading in the evening. Yeah, it'd be cool getting into acting. I'm definitely not opposed to it. Ah, all right. I might be able to press overhead. We'll set it up and see how my shoulder feels. My shoulder's a lot better. Way, way, way better. Massively improved. Fuck. Eh. Oh. Got a pretty good pump. Is this the right way around? No. Congratulations, you're banned. See you later. Go whine and complain somewhere else. Don't really give a shit about giving fucking losers attention. Bye. See you later. It's actually probably not high enough. What do you think about Turkey, the country? Why the fuck are you asking me this right now? We're doing a workout live stream. What do you think about Turkey? Do you not get enough attention from your fucking parents? Fucking idiot. Yeah, you know what? I don't think that's gonna work. Try putting it one lower, maybe? Actually, that's like a fucking incline press.
What's the worst gear side effect so far?
You know what? I think I'm just gonna avoid that. My shoulder's kind of still clicking.
Do you like calisthenics? What's a calisthenics move/skill that impresses you most?
I don't really give a shit about calisthenics. I do pull-ups, because they're a good back builder. But I don't fucking care about calisthenics routines. Thanks for the donation, though, dude. Stupid fucking window. Worst gear side effect so far. The only thing that's happened is I ended up having low thyroid T4 from growth hormone, and that caused water retention. So I went on T4 thyroid hormone. That's the worst side effect I've had so far. Otherwise, haven't had any problems. No, my current cycle is not particularly expensive.
Are you on T4 replacement or supplementation? What's the dose?
I literally just said that, yes. And I take 100 micrograms a day. Is that too bright? Fucking thing keeps changing. There we go. No, I don't get pharma grade GH. I'm not a fucking millionaire. Yeah, I'm planning on competing.
Isn't it ironic that you are taller than Gotis despite his growth stunt claims?
Not really. Like, he's a fucking inbred troglodyte retard. He wasn't eating that way since birth. Like, eating like a retard. But yeah, he just has like some of the most fucked up genes in his family, clearly. Thanks for the donation, though, Andrew. Ah, shit. What's with women putting their stuff in the most awkward places like doorways and in the stairs? I've noticed women just tend to make things super fucking inconvenient. So, like, if you have to use something fairly frequently, like a vacuum, rather than just leaving it somewhere easy to access, like the corner of a fucking room or something, they'll like bury it in the back of a fucking closet. So you have to move like 80 different things out of the fucking way. Fucking hell. I have a public workout music playlist on my channel. Shadaloo, I'm not gonna answer stupid fucking questions like that. Don't waste my fucking time. Yeah, steroids are vegan friendly since they're made out of soybeans, fucking retard. And yet feminists say women on average are smarter than men. Yeah, they're not. Thanks, Dodo. No, they don't make steroids from sharks or bulls, you fucking moron. I don't even know why the fuck you have to ask me. You can literally just do a Google search. I call these incline lateral raises. Congratulations, you're banned. See you later. I'm 6'3". Right now I weigh 220 pounds. I don't know what that is in kilograms. Would you recommend test for a guy who's only been lifting for 1 year, late 30s?
What's your workout routine looking like these days? Also, I think you looked cool with the mask on that Destiny stream.
How the fuck do you expect me to answer that question? What do you mean by that? Like by the way, I do workout live streams like fucking every day. What do you I don't know how to answer that. And thanks for the donation, dude. Pretty much everyone's gonna benefit from testosterone replacement therapy. So as long as you know what you're doing, yeah, go on test. Oh shit. Oh yeah, I have no idea why, but my workout streams always attract the fucking retards. I don't know why. But yeah. Workout streams equals tard maxing.
What do you think of Gotis's fighting style? He claims he can beat any MMA fighter with it.
Yeah, he can only beat women with a weak constitution, like his ex-girlfriend. Every time a man has ever attacked him, and he's filmed himself being attacked on camera by men, he runs away like a little fucking girl and complains, "He hit me. I'm going to call the police." So, yeah, sure. Thanks, Andrew. Stay skipping leg day. Stay skipping my streams since you're banned. See you later. Go be a negative whining crybaby somewhere else. Oh, I'm jealous. Oh, he looks good. I'm gonna try to make him feel bad. Your legs are small. Now I feel better about myself. Yeah, like I need you around. See you later, loser. I do a push-pull leg split. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get a bunch of leg machines in the future. Want to get a pendulum squat, leg press, and a hip press. Jealous of what? He can't fight. Why would I be jealous of you? I could beat you up in a fight. Okay, great. Tell me you're 10 years old without telling me you're 10 years old and retarded. I've never heard of Factor 5 lead in. I don't know what that is. I've used a little bit of MPP to help my shoulder heal. I can't say that I noticed any different with like my joints in general with the dose I was taking. Apparently, it's a genetic mutation that clots blood more statistically significantly than a normal person. I don't. I can see the concern, but I don't know if that would really matter. Um, so first of all, in normal populations of people, elevated hematocrit doesn't increase blood clotting. There's absolutely no evidence whatsoever that testosterone increases blood clotting. And again, if you already have that clotting factor, okay, well, I don't know how TRT would exactly increase clotting risk. Like, yeah, you'd have more red blood cells, maybe, but if they're prone to clotting anyway, then they're just going to form a clot. I do 30 minutes cardio a day. And, well, 30 to 40. And it's usually inline skating and cycling on my mountain bike. No, I'm not on TRT, you fucking idiot. How many bands the stream? I don't know, like 5 or 6. One guy kept making a new account and spamming, so... Fuck. Have you ever tried saying shoop every rep? Yeah. You're talking about GH secretagogues, not HGH peptides. Ipamorelin, MK677. They're fucking stupid. Dude, these fucking pro-Palestine faggots. Fucking son of a bitch. There we go. I've got to get a curtain for the window. I think standing laterals are still kind of hard on my shoulder. Fuck, this is annoying. Tips for male-pattern baldness? Yeah, get over it. Men go bald. Yeah. Yeah, I can't, I still can't do standing laterals heavy. Congratulations, you're banned. Thoughts on low volume, high intensity training? Do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. I've had lower back problems, yeah.
Would you eat a steak for $500,000?
I don't know if I could quite bring myself to do that. If it was a full million, Gary, I think he was looking for like $350K to save that animal sanctuary he really likes. I don't know. Maybe if I ran it by Gary and see what he thought, if somebody offered me like $500K for that, then I could give it to like a farm sanctuary or something. Like it's kind of the money can disproportionately help animals or something, then maybe. Kind of been thinking about that a little more since that weird dog warts thing that I had with Dan. Thanks for the big donation though, Jason. Really appreciate it. Talking about Gary Yorovsky. Broke your L3 in 2 places? That sounds like it sucks. No, I'm not in Guelph. I live near Ottawa. Have you ever tried MTD 47 peptide? Never heard of it. Oh yeah, for 500K, especially if it was your own shit. I'd eat like a chunk of my own shit for 500K. It's a lot of fucking money, dude. Bro, you could get a Lamborghini Huracan for that much money. Like, fuck. Like, couldn't you get a fucking, the new ZR1X for that much money? I'd eat a fucking hunk of shit for a ZR1X. No, I don't use SARMs. They're, retard drugs for, fucking broccoli-haired retards. Ugh. Try doing one more. Well, you could save your money, but if you die in a few months, then you don't get to enjoy the money, so I'd rather blow a bunch of money on a nice fucking car. No, I don't want to go to Croatia, because it's fucking Croatia. Why the fuck would I want to go to fucking Croatia? Oh. Would you ever visit Tajikistan? Would you ever go to Moldova? Fucking stupid. I'm gonna guess there's a fucking reason why it's not a tourist hotspot. I think that's good. Am I Muslim? No, I don't rape kids and have sex and children with my family members. Would you rather have diarrhea or play 007 First Light? Definitely the diarrhea. Without fucking question. Fuck this. God damn it. If you're drinking alcohol, period, you're a fucking retard. And if you're drinking alcohol while on steroids, you're a special kind of retard. Why in the fuck would you ever drink alcohol to begin with? And yeah, let me take steroids that make you big and strong, and then take a drug that literally ruins your entire fucking body. Stupid fucking question. Yeah, I'll compete in natural shows now that I'm on fucking Grammy gear a week. Good idea. Yeah, natural shows let you take Tren, right? Oh. Congratulations, you're banned. See you later. Oh, more bans. See you later. Bye bye. Oh. Do you recommend wraps and sleeves? What's the benefit? Depends. If you're having elbow and joint pain and shit, then yeah. And once you get to certain weights with bench, if you feel the bar is unstable and it's hard to hold on to, then yeah, using wrist wraps is probably a good idea. Oh.
Imagine being gay enough that you like other men watching you lift weights. Also, why are you always out of breath after every rep? Do more cardio, loser. KKL.
Thanks. All right. That'll be it for the workout. So, I'll be on later tonight. I'm just going to go do some cardio right now. Hope you had fun. Big thanks to everybody who donated on Streamlabs. And I'll see you all later.